I read government special announcement from the government of Rivers State, and the government of Rivers State have reeled out the things that is going to happen as we go into the slowing down of whatever restrictions that we have been under because of COVID-19. Now, the way the world does things is going to change anyway. Has changed, not going to change, has changed. So it does not surprise me, therefore, that I'm happy and encouraged that even the government of Rivers State is also making some changes. What cannot remain permanent must change. And so it is in our interest, if we look at what this announcement is. And I remember some weeks ago, I had a reason to on this program to mention that it was really a responsibility for the Ministry of Information of Rivers State to give us information from the Office of the Commissioner of Information, so that we know when we hear that this is from the Ministry of Information and it is signed by the Commissioner of Information, then you and I should know that it is a fact and that we can hold the government accountable. And we cannot continue to be going with he said, she said, the governor is going to do this, governor is going to do that. No, let the commissioner come out and tell us what his government is going to do and sign it. Then we know that it has the authority of the governor of Rivers State and the government of Rivers State. And after I said that, it became very clear that this is now what the government is doing. You know, the government must, at every state, at every step of the way, give information to the people they are governing, so that we can then go with what they have said and, in effect, therefore, support what they are doing. Now, the Oginiba slaughter market, that it is no longer in existence for now, that is information, a fact, and that Rivers State people, indigenes and non-indigenes, must know that and must respect that. If business is business, you can rent another place, you can look for another place where you can slaughter your goats, your chicken, your cattle, or whatever that you're selling. That if the government says that you can no longer use that place, you can no longer use it because it belongs to Rivers State. That's one. Two, oil mill market, that it has closed down. It doesn't mean that people who were trading in oil mill are not free to trade anywhere. If you're bringing things to that place, oil mill, the things you're bringing, you can still bring them because the people who want to buy them are still there. What you need to do is find a place to rent and open your shop, so that Rivers State government will also make money from the rent that is paid to them. And then anybody that wants what you're selling, whether once a week or you open it 31 days a month, it doesn't matter. People who are buying will buy. We must allow changes that will improve our state to take place. All these political sentiments must stop. Now, Imbiama is, many people will not know this, so many people might even argue. Imbiama is in Rivers State. And therefore, if the government of Rivers State says Imbiama market is closed, Imbiama market is closed. It may not be comfortable. If I was selling in Imbiama market, it will not be comfortable for me if I don't have another place. But we live by rule of law. Others may not live by rule of law, but we must enforce rule of law in our state. If we want changes, we must enforce it. So there is a place along that Elele Ahoda stretch of East-West Road where I think 2 months ago, around maybe February or so, again, the development of butchers was brought to my attention. It was also brought to my attention that even the local government chairman of that place was not able at that time to stop it. It should be stopped, and I made such a contribution that it was wrong for people to just drive into Rivers State, park their lorry at a local government without permission, and start offloading goat and chicken and yam and all sorts of things and selling it there. Yes, we need those things, but you cannot use other people's land because one Nigeria. There is nothing like that. There is no part of the constitution that says that because you're a Nigerian, and that fact must be proven. We must find a way to identify people that they are truly from Nigeria. Yes, that they are truly from Nigeria by showing what local government they come from. If they don't come from any of the 23 local government in Rivers State and they're in Rivers State, they must be able to show us that they are from Rivers State. Now, the chairman of MOA and all those places are directed to ensure that this illegal goat market is shut down. Well, that is the responsibility that the governor and the government of Rivers State have given to the chairman of MOA local government, and he must abide by it. Now, any attempt, as far as I'm concerned, to now begin to call Rivers State government all kinds of names, directly the governor of Rivers State, if I feel I will contribute to it, I will contribute to it. Because as long as somebody it doesn't matter who you are, as long as you're doing what is right for us, as a governor, as a representative, as a senator, as anything, as a local government chairman, as long as you're doing what is right, you will have my support. So we need to stand behind these things. These things that that has come out today has nothing to do with oppressing anybody else. It is a law. It is a fact. It is a thing that the government of Rivers State have a right to say. I'm aware that before COVID-19, that the issue of people hanging around at the bus stop in front of a presidential hotel to trade in foreign exchange, that they have been told to move from there. They should move from there. They should look for places to. Nobody says they cannot sell dollar or buy pounds. Nobody's saying that. What we're saying is that is not the place to do it. Go and look for a place to rent. You're trading rent-free. You're making profit rent-free. In the meantime, you are placing Rivers people, their lives, their rights at stake. It should no longer be accepted. Go and look for a place to rent. Open up the place. When I want dollar, I will come and buy it from you there. And you give me a receipt. That is how business should be done. And is done. Now, there are other places I want to mention here that the government should take into consideration. The place, whether it's Afam, around that Afam, what's that place? Oh gosh, I'm forgetting it. But it is behind Oando, near PDP headquarters, and near the supermarket that is on Aba Road, or almost opposite First Bank, or around First Bank on the other side. People who know the place know what I'm saying. It's like a street market where they sell. If anybody knows, they can type it. I will see. Where they sell, where there is always a small market. Please, that place should be looked at. It's not a market. That place is not a market. It's a residential area. People live on the all those streets around that area. People live there. People live there. And again, for the safety of Rivers people and for the work of what the government is doing, this is my suggestion. People who are pushing water, people who are pushing whatever they are selling, this thing should be looked into as well. Because if everybody carries a wheelbarrow and starts pushing one thing or the other from one end of Port Harcourt, or even in my community, from one end to the other, those things are not, there are designated places, even in my community, There are designated places where there are markets. And people who own their frontage in my community can set up their own little shops. But instead, my people, I'm talking about Abonima people now, have decided that it is better for them to sit down and rent the front of their traditional homes and their indigenous homes to people to open shop. That is their choice, but there is a consequence that comes with that. There are consequences of security that comes with that. There are issues of security when you do things wrongly and you don't do what is right and you don't know what is going on on your own land, in your own house. You don't know what is going on. It is an issue of insecurity. Tomorrow you will be calling government. It's not government. No governor said you should rent your forest. There is no government that told you that. But the problem that is emerging from doing those, thank you, somebody has told me, Leventis bus stop. Now, when you rent your forest out because you're too lazy to farm in that forest, and you rent it out, and tomorrow they grow, and they start claiming, then you say government should come and help you. Is government thinking for you? Is government telling you when to sleep and when to wake up? Apart from this COVID-19 issue, people should use their heads. You should think. Can't you think? You listen to all kinds of nonsense. Can't you, in your head, can't you be able to decipher what is true and what is not true, what is right and what is not right? Can't you decipher? If you are an Opobo man, for instance, or an Abonima man, for instance, how is it that somebody will wake up after Adakaboro has made our voices to be heard? You now abandon that ideology. You abandon Kayama Declaration. You abandon the demands that we made. The demands Ogoni people made for self-determination. The demand that Ken Saro-Wiwa died for. You abandon those demands. And you're now following the demands of somebody else. You can do that for yourself. You cannot do it for me. So continue in that thinking. But there will come a time when you will realize that you have made a mistake. And thank you, somebody, Wariboko has said, our Odua people are Ijos. So that's the answer. So now, you have to believe in what was kick-started for you. The people that are driving the movement of the survival of Ogoni people today, some of them were not even born when Ken Saro-Wiwa and his brothers were murdered, and other people died in the process of the struggle for the rights of Ogoni people. But they are driving it today. There are some people that are, and I give them, I respect them, and I love them, and I support them for that. Ijo people, Ikwere people, Ekpeye people, Egi people, and any other ethnic group, please, if I don't mention you, I'm begging you. It doesn't mean I'm disregarding you. Please. You must identify yourself. Who are you? If you are an Egi man, what do you want? There is a lot of oil and gas coming out of Egi land, Egi kingdom, Egi people's land in Rivers State. The oil companies that are there, Shell, Elf, myself and some others have been arrested, including Comrade J, one old man that I love and respect so much, were arrested in Egi because I took some journalists there very long time ago, almost 20 years ago now. We were arrested with some French journalists. And what we were doing was not wrong. We went with Egi people to Egi people's land that the oil companies were on. And yet we were arrested by oil company because there is Mopo living inside there. And they were told to arrest us, and they arrested us. So all these people talking free about Annkio Briggs, you don't know how far I have come. We were arrested. So you have to respect your identity, claim your identity. But it was the people that opposed us and nearly physically assaulted us were some of Egi youths. And that is because Egi has been divided by the oil company. Comrade Che, his children are hearing me, I hope. And even Comrade Che, Maurice Alagwan, so many other people that were aware of this process. It was Egi youths. Some protected us and some were going to attack us. The same Egi people. This has to stop. This has to stop. We cannot allow ourselves to continue to be used. So what have I said? Christians must stand up for the rights of Christianity, for the right to be a Christian, and to choose where you will worship, when you will worship. But the issue of cutting, if you say Christians can go to church, you cannot tell them how long they can stay. You might as well say that they can keep the churches closed so that we know that that is what we have against you. But if Salvation Ministry is worshiping for 1 hour, 30 minutes, you now come and say it is only 1 hour. What the other 30 minutes that you have taken from us, what are we going to do? And if we say no, then you do what? And these places that the governor has said, the Rivers State government have said that are no longer open. Rivers people, please support it. It is your right. It is your right. Support it. They are no longer open. There is a reason for everything. The slaughter there has been taken over. It's no longer necessary. And please, Governor Wike, I beg you, my brother, my governor, look into Creek Road. Creek Road. There are people who own houses in Creek Road. They've been taken over. So the Creek Road, the market that is already built there, that's a market. That is a legitimate market. The one that is on the other side of Creek Road is not a legitimate market. It's not a legitimate market. I will suggest to the government also that if people must come and sell in Rivers State, a place near the border should be allocated, whether it's once a week or whatever, to make for our people to be involved in trading, so that our people who want to buy these things should buy them and take them into town and sell them in our market, so that the people that are selling are Rivers people or people who, non-indigenous, who live and work in Rivers State and pay tax and contribute to the good of Rivers State and rent places to live. Those people are the people that should be trading. So you come to the point and you sell your things to Rivers people. How can you come to carry fuel or come to carry diesel from Eleme and you the driver is not from Rivers State? He has entered. Then you now say that he must also enter, and if the driver that brings in the trailer is not a Rivers man or not from any other or from another place, when they get to the gates of where they are collecting, they tell the driver to come down. It is happening in Rivers State today as I'm talking, because I've been told. It is happening. You now tell the driver, if the driver is an Isoko man, for instance, he's now told to come down from the trailer that he has driven there. Let another man drive into the place, and the person, they've set up a business within a business by themselves. You now drop it, and another man goes in, collects what he's collecting. You don't know whether he has collected 300 liters or whether he has collected 30,000 liters. You don't know, because he goes to collect it and bring it to you. And you pay him for driving your trailer to go and collect. All this nonsense must stop. This is an invasion of the rights of Rivers people to earn a living. Our land is polluted, our waters are polluted, and our trade is taken away from us. If they're coming to collect oil and whatever, they bring yam, they bring this, they bring that. So everything, they do all the trading, they get all the benefit. All our people are there for is to buy from them. What type of trading is that? People of Rivers State, I will continue to defend myself if you don't defend me. If people are insulting me, It is okay. Let them insult me. The ones I choose to answer, I will answer. The ones I don't choose to answer, I will not answer. If you want to abuse me, tell lies about me, you can go on. You're free to do it. But I will continue to stay on the path I have chosen for over 20 years. All my life, actually, I've stood against injustice. And I was raised like that. And my family has always been like that. I'm not going to change because you say what you say about me. That's your business. I don't care. And God has given me the strength and the power in my mind not to care. You will be tired, not me. You will shut up, not me. I will continue to speak on behalf of my people. And no, Biafra is not the only solution. And nobody is going to join you. No matter what you do, nobody is going to join you. The more you insist on this nonsense that you're driving, the more you're driving people away. Even the people who believe you will leave you. Watch my word. Even the people who, and independence is not gotten like that. You cannot sit somewhere in Europe and be telling people that you will free them. It's not done like that. It is negotiated, it is discussed. You have to be recognized by the United Nations, and it takes years. It takes years. People, use your brain. Stop listening to lies. On that note, thank you for tuning in. God bless us. And as long as we do the right thing for us and believe in ourselves, we will get to where we're going. We are already free. The manifestation is there. You cannot yourself be a prisoner and telling me, who is also a prisoner with you in the same cell, that you will free me. Free yourself first. On that note, thank you very much. My name is Annkio Briggs. God bless you and bless you and bless you. Amen. Thank you very much.